and in this video we're going to be talking about dealing with low self-esteem. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mike Lewis here again with Mike and Jock University, and in this video we're going to be talking about dealing with low self-esteem. Growing up, many people probably don't know this, and they probably, it may be a shock to many people, but I dealt with very low self-esteem. As a child. I've always had glasses. I don't even remember what age that I actually had glasses, but I remember when I first got glasses, I equated my glasses to the glasses that if any of you guys remember the cartoon Rugrats, I think it was Chucky that had the little square glasses, and so I would always equate myself with the Chucky glasses. But as time went on, people like many kids do today, they would pick on me. They would say, four eyes. They would say, they would even call me Chucky from Rugrats. And, that dealt a serious blow to me as I was growing up. But I came across some principles that I believe a lot of people would really be able to overcome some of the low self-esteem that they deal with if they understood some very key or essential principles in order to be able to overcome that low self-esteem. It always amazes me at how many people do not truly understand who they are. And I think that one of the key factors in understanding how to deal with low self-esteem is to understand who you are. For example, I'm not sure what you believe, but as a believer of Jesus Christ, for example, there's a scripture that reminds me, and it says that I have been fearfully and wonderfully made. So that means that I am I'm custom made. There's no mistakes about me. My nose is the right width, my eyes are the right complexion, my hair is the right texture, my voice is the right tone, and once you understand that, then it's not very many things that a person can say to you or even try to inflict on you that will dismantle or affect your self-esteem. And so one of the things, again, that really helped me in dealing with self-esteem is I remember my mentor, the late Dr. Miles Monroe. He shared what he called the seed principle. He said, if I had in my hand an apple seed, most people would look at that and say it's simply a seed. He said, but when you understand who you are, and when you understand the potential of that seed, you understand that it's much greater than just an apple seed, because inside of that seed you have the ability to produce not only an apple tree, but within that apple tree you also have on the branches you have more fruit, and inside of that fruit you have more seeds that produces more fruit. And so in actuality, although on the outside you're looking at a seed, on the inside you have actually a forest, an orchard of different apples that's producing more seed and more fruit. And so I don't know, maybe that's something that someone needs right now, when you understand that you have more in you than anyone can ever fathom. It doesn't matter what your friends say, it doesn't matter what your parents say, it doesn't matter what your brothers, your sister, anybody, it does not matter what they say if you don't believe that you have more inside of you in order to overcome whatever it is that you're challenging with. So with that, you have to understand your source. I don't again try to sway anyone to believe a certain thing, but again, as a believer of Jesus Christ, I understand that again, as I said, I've been fearfully and wonderfully made, but I know that I've been created in his image and after his likeness. And so everything that is within me came from him. He says that he created man in his image and after his likeness. And that means that if there is no limitations in God, then there is no limitations in me. And that dealt a serious boast of I guess energy in me, and understanding that I have more in me than all of those individuals that try to tear me down and say I would never amount to anything. And so when you understand your source, you understand that inside of you is unlimited potential to be everything that you have been designed to be. I'm sitting at my desk right now, and my wife, she bought this beautiful cherry wood desk. And to the untrained eye, this desk appears again to be just a simple desk, but the source of this desk was actually a tree. So I can call this a podium, I can call this whatever I want. But the reality of it is this desk is still a tree. And so it is with both you and I. A person can call us ugly, they can call us fat, they can call us whatever they want, but the reality of it is we are still created in the image of God, and in us there's again unlimited potential to be absolutely everything that he has designed us to be. Another thing that really helped me when it came to my self-esteem was that once I became aware of the principles and who I was, I began to affirm who I was on a daily basis. So instead of instead of me actually accepting what someone would say to me from a negative standpoint, I will simply replace that with what did God say about me, right? So if he said again that I was fearfully and wonderfully made, that I was created in his image and after his likeness, then that simply means that when a person would actually tell me that I was ugly, no good for nothing, not worth anything, will never be anything, I will simply tell myself I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm created in the very image of God, right? And so that helped me on an ongoing basis, on a daily basis, to be able to remind myself that I was more than what people actually said. I was more than the circumstances. I was more than the setbacks in my life. Again, you have to understand this if you're going to overcome low self-esteem. So with that understanding, you begin to think differently. And when you begin to think differently, you begin to hang around different people. I've said this in a previous video before, and you will be amazed at how your associations can either make you or break you. A lot of you watching this video right now do not want to either take hold of the truth, or you just simply don't want to acknowledge the truth, again, that the people that you're hanging around is a very, very key factor on why you have not progressed in your life, and why you're dealing with some of the self-esteem issues that you're dealing with. And so you have to change the people around you. I've even heard it said this way: change the people around you, or change the people around you. Think about that for a little bit, and it'll begin to make sense, I promise. After you have managed your associations, after you have affirmed what God has said about you, and after you have begun to come to the realization of understanding your source, then you have to understand that it's going to take faith. It's going to take you believing in that which you do not see. And we see this all the time. For example, if you get a cut, a good friend of mine gave me this analogy, and it followed me all these years. He said, if you get a cut on your hand, no one actually puts the ointment on the wound and then continues to look at that ointment after they put the Band-Aid on it every single day. They don't rip that ointment off and say, I wonder if the sore is healing right now. They just believe in the process. And so you have to have faith that you're going to overcome this. You're going to get through the things that you're going through, and you got to have all-out action and discipline. You have to have a vision for your life. Okay, I understand where you were, but where is it that you want to be? And then you begin to affirm that every single day. You begin to trust in your source, and you go after it with everything you got. I hope this video was informative. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, share with your friends. If you know anyone that's dealing with low self-esteem, please feel free to share this video with them. Again, if there's any way that we can help you, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can reach us on Facebook, on Twitter. We're on Snapchat, Periscope, you name it. We're on all the social media outlets. And so until we meet next time, you guys take care. God bless.